thank you all for coming out this morning. My name is Jay Berkshire. I'm the President of Operations here for Windstream Communications for the state of Georgia. And today I'm excited to make this announcement that we are launching 100 meg internet over our broadband, over our cable platform. This marks a significant milestone for us as we've continued to invest in our network and in our infrastructure across throughout Dahlonega and all of North Georgia. The cable TV platform allows us another conduit, another avenue to provide even more additional bandwidth. And so today I'm proud to announce that we're going to be able to offer up to 100 megabit service to over 6,400 households here in the Dahlonega area and then 67,000 across all of North Georgia. While Dahlonega is launching today, we have other markets that have already launched and will continue to launch across the footprint, and I'm excited to share that news with you. As you all know, back some years ago, we all had Christmas and we opened up what was our first tablet, and the internet became this overnight, we gotta have it kind of thing. And as we've continued to strive to keep up with the amount of bandwidth that hits the network day in and day out, I know I have 4 children at home, so I can speak from experience that it is a challenge. And as we've gotten more and more devices connected to the internet, it's more and more important for us to stay connected, not only locally, but to the world. Business and economic development used to be brick and mortar. Today, it's beyond that. You have to have connectivity to the rest of the world. So we see the challenge, but we also accept that challenge, and we continue to invest in our network to make that a possibility for our communities here, both in Dahlonega and across North Georgia. So I want to thank you all again for coming out today. This is a great day for Windstream. It's a great day for our community. I want to thank Senator Gooch and several others who've come out today to share this event with us. Thank you all so much, and I'd like to turn it over to Senator Gooch.
Sure. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, and thank you to Windstream for all you're doing. This issue has been near and dear to my heart. For several years now, we've been looking at this in the General Assembly in Atlanta, but it goes back a lot farther than that. There's a lot of comparisons you can compare internet to, and one that I like to use is the internet system is somewhat like the interstate system. When the President Eisenhower created the interstate system in America in the 50s, I think it's 1956, that was the thing that really connected America. It connected cities, it connected counties and states together, and you could get across our country relatively quick. Well, today the superhighway is no longer the interstate system, it's the internet. So transactions are being done in the air. People like Amazon are coming to places like Georgia to create thousands and thousands of jobs because commerce is being done over the internet. Just about all of my Christmas shopping last year that my wife did was over the internet. And then a little brown truck comes up in the yard a day or two later and drops it off on the porch. And so that's how we're doing our business. That's how we're transacting business. So small rural counties like Dahlonega, Lumpkin County, and all over the country are having trouble with all the high demands of the internet. It's not one company, it's not one area of the country, it's all over rural America. And so we're looking at that. In Atlanta, we have bills that are pending right now that would help incentivize companies. It's not punitive stuff that we're looking at, it's more of an incentive. How can we get companies like Windstream and AT&T and Verizon and Comcast and Charter, all of these telecommunication companies, how can we get them to work together, partner with people like the Lumpkin County Commissioners and the development authorities of all these counties to bring businesses together to bring good internet. We've got to have good internet and broadband. An example that we have is right here in the room. Bill here works for a company named FetchYourNews.com. Give you a little plug there for Brian. His boss is back over in LJ right now as we speak on the internet doing an online live news show. Well, you can't do that without connectivity. The news that the Dahlonega Nugget puts out every week gets printed on Wednesdays. Well, a lot of people want to see the news immediately. They want to watch it online as it's happening live. There may be somebody in here right now that is putting this out on the internet, on Facebook as it's happening. The Dahlonega Nugget does a lot of online active daily updates on their news. So the internet is going to be part of our world more tomorrow than it is today. I'll give you another quick story. We was in Vegas 2 weeks ago talking to a data center prospect that's moving to Georgia. They're going to spend $2.5 billion to build a data center in Douglas County. The only thing wrong with that is it's not in Lumpkin County. So we were talking to them about how can we get you to come to North Georgia. And they're like, well, what kind of internet access do you have? I said, we can work on that. We can get whatever you need, but we have to, have some time to do it. So we've got to build our infrastructure. It's just as important to have internet today as it used to be for water, sewer, gas, and other things like airports and rail. People that come to see us that want to invest in our communities, they want to know what kind of internet service can I get. We have a prospect as of last week that we're actively working to bring to Lumpkin County from another part of the state. And if they build their building here, they're going to need good internet access. And so we need to have people like Windstream investing in our internet services, and we appreciate what they're doing. They stepped up about a month ago and helped us with a new company that came to town. It's a wellness center, an opioid drug treatment center. They were able to bring internet access to that business within about a 30-day time frame, or maybe even less. Now, the company had to pay for that. It wasn't free, but the company was willing to pay for it. Windstream stepped up. They ran about a 7,000-foot fiber optic cable. But by doing so, we were able to get 41 new jobs instantly. And so there's an example of how the internet does provide economic development for a community. So thank you, Windstream, for what you're doing. We still have work to do all over the country in rural America, and I look forward to moving forward with you and others to make our small towns a better place to live.